Hey, Spartan fans, what's going on? I'm Kevin Schaefer, and wrestling season right around the corner, so we are now joined by the men's and women's wrestling coach here at Missouri Baptist. That's Brian Jackson, and Coach Jackson, how you doing?
Real excited about the season, and we're about to leave in 2 hours to go to our first competition at Midland, the Lady Warriors Open. We got about 13 girls competing there, so we'll see how the training and conditioning's been working, and hopefully start out strong and finish strong.
You mentioned you guys start tomorrow, the Lady Warrior Open, and what are your expectations not only for that tournament tomorrow, but just the season overall?
Um, I'm excited about the group of girls I've had. Got quite a few seniors and that have matriculated, so I basically had them from the womb to the tomb. So I'm excited about how they're going to finish their careers. But the other thing is I've got some freshmen that those seniors are taking grasp of, and the great thing is I can just tell them what to do, and the seniors are leading them. They know my system, and I'm just excited about progress throughout the year. Talent is important, but for a coach, you like to see progress. So.
You mentioned a lot of some seniors on the team, a lot of experienced wrestlers mixed in with some newcomers. So what would you say, looking at the overall makeup of the roster, what's that like, maybe a few wrestlers to look out for, and then what's the strength, let's say, of this year's team?
All right, well, I've got Darcy Manning O'Brien. She was a body bar national champ at the heaviest girls weight, and Darcy has been enthusiastic during the preseason and during the start of practice on the mat. Excited about her, but I can't leave out seniors that have been consistent All-Americans. Cheyenne Youngblood, she's been an All-American every year that she's wrestled. I've got Montana Drum, who was a university national champ, and she's consistently an All-American at the national level. And then the unique aspect, I've got Sarah Bollinger, who actually came in with Cheyenne, but she graduated earlier, and so she's now my graduate assistant, finishing, working on her master's, but finishing her last year eligibility. And Sarah was an All-American for me as a freshman and also last year. So, I've got girls like that I'm real excited to see what they do. Some tough newcomers, some girls that are working their way into solidifying that they are All-Americans that have been with the program maybe a year, Maria Humada, but in general, I'm excited about the season. It's just great that each practice I see growth. As a coach, when you see just stagnant, you got to figure out what am I doing wrong. And sometimes it's just the athletes. But I'm one of those coaches that try to keep it simple and stupid and say, you don't, with wrestling, it's not like diving where it's degrees of difficulty and you get so many points. You just score points. So you better have a good double leg, good single leg, keep it simple. So that's my coaching philosophy. And I think a lot of the girls, wrestling's repetition. And, so we'll do 30 minutes of sprawling or shooting doubles. And some kids want to, do what's neat, and neat doesn't always put points on the board. So I'm excited that they're grasping my philosophy, and hopefully we start out strong and finish strong, like I said previously. So.
And now let's take a look at the schedule. I guess unlike a season ago, there's 4 home duels. Last year there was only 1. What would you say maybe to some Spartan fans out there that haven't been to a wrestling duel before, what it's like and why they should come out, and then what are maybe a few duels, a few tournaments that you're looking out for?
Well, I'll tell you, the thing that I did this year, and it's a great opportunity to look at both of our programs, but I think I've got actually 3 meets where it's the men's program and the women's program that are dueling back-to-back here at home at Lacey Gym. And basically, if you've never seen the sport, if you're a fan of athleticism, conditioning, flexibility, and strength, this is one of those few sports that needs all of those. And, go on YouTube, watch Olympic wrestling, and that'll give you enough knowledge to enjoy it. But I told a friend of mine, I was at a barber shop getting my hair cut before NCAAs were actually going to happen. And my barber says, "Hey, I heard there's a big wrestling thing going on." I was like, "Yeah, it's the NCAA champions down at the Chavez Center." And I said, "I got an extra ticket." and that was in 2000. And St. Louis is really a big host for the NCAA Division I tournament, and he's gotten tickets every year since that it's been here. So he wasn't a fan; he's a fan now. And wrestling's contagious, and it's the oldest sport mentioned in the Bible, so you've got to love it.
Well, there you have it. The women's wrestling season all gets kicked off tomorrow. That's the Lady Warrior Open. I'm Kevin Schaefer. That's head coach Brian Jackson. Coach, thanks so much.